Welcome back to another Cabral House Call. I'm Steve Cabral, board-certified naturopathic doctor, and today on a very special Mindset and Motivation Monday episode, we're going to take your questions all related to how do you get from where you are right now to that next level of achieving your goals and being where you want to be in terms of wellness, weight loss, and anti-aging. Let's get it started. First question today is from Cindy, and Cindy asks, my spouse won't join me with my healthy eating and exercise routine. What gives? So essentially what she's asking is that the person she lives with, her spouse, her partner, whoever it might be, is not on board with her new lifestyle change. And we get this all of the time. I mean, literally all the time. Just because you've decided to change doesn't necessarily mean that the person that you're living with is at that same point in their life. They haven't gotten there. And yes, they should get there, meaning if they're eating a lot of processed food, well, no matter what, that's not good for their health, right? No matter what, that's not going to lead to a good anti-aging based protocol or being healthier, having less joint pain, feeling better, less brain fog, all of those specific things. But you know what? Right now, they're not ready. And so what we say to those people is that's okay. Even if you need to, yes, it's more challenging, do things that are best for you, meaning like, yes, you have to cook more vegetables for yourself and maybe the less healthy stuff for your spouse. And that's kind of where you're at right now. But what I also say is this, when people see you getting healthier, and you with a better mindset, you with more motivated, more energy, more vigor, more vitality for life, a lot of times that becomes contagious. But someone has to take that first step. Someone has to be the role model, and someone has to show them that it's not as hard, that it's not as bad as they think it is. And you need to be that person, Cindy. I mean, that's just the bottom line, is you can do this. You don't even have to be perfect, but you can do this. And then whether or not your husband or spouse jumps on board is up to them. Do not center your ability to make yourself healthier, to make yourself happier, and to get yourself into better shape if that's what your goal is, because a spouse won't get on board with you. Do it for yourself. It is okay to allow yourself to be happy. I really believe that's important. One of the quotes that I do a lot of interviews on other podcasts, other radio shows, whatever it might be. People always ask me what my favorite quote is, and I have a bunch, right? So I rotate through them, but one of my favorite quotes is, I'll take care of me for you, and you take care of you for me. So what does that mean? It means that if I take care of my own happiness and my own health, I'm going to be so much happier in life, and because I'm happier, you, who cares about me and wants to make me happy, will also most likely be happier. That's the way it is with most couples, with most people that I see, is like they're always trying to do for that other person, sometimes to the detriment of themselves, when they're like both partners are trying to do that for each other. Whereas if you just took care of yourself and they took care of themselves, together you would both be that much happier. And then when someone is in time of need, you've taken care of yourself. You have the energy, the fortitude, the wellness to then be able to help them out when they're in that time of need, to pull them up. That's how I see it. Be the role model. Do what you need to do. Make sure you do take care of yourself for you. Make yourself happy as well. That is important. All right, question number 2 is from Brian. Brian asks, do I need to be perfect every day in order to see results? Honestly, we get this question at least, I would say 2 to 3 times per week, the same exact question. And that's because people are worried, like, should I even get started? Please listen to the Cabral Concept podcast today as well on this topic, because I went in depth on it. I really did. I went in depth on this topic. So it will answer this in more depth, but I'm going to answer it in the short version right now. And that's, people are worried about getting started because they think that they don't want to do anything at all if they're not perfect, because they believe that not being perfect means not getting any results or the results they want. I don't believe that, because it's not what I preach in my practice. What I preach in my practice is 21 days of focus, 21 days of resetting the body, hitting that reset button like on your computer, reset, eliminate, decrease inflammation, regulate blood sugar levels, get yourself in tip-top condition, create those new habits, 21 days, all right? Then after that, we add in more variables. We allow cheat meals, we allow travel, whatever it might be. And you're gonna get great results from that. So you do not need to be perfect. I love telling people 8 out of 9, or I should say 9 out of 10 meals, 8 out of 10 meals if you have to, should be good. Well, what does that mean? Well, if you're eating 3 meals or 4 meals per day, that means it's 8 meals over 2 days or potentially 6. So every 3 days or so, conceivably, at the end of that 3rd day, after that 9th meal, 10th meal, you could do a cheat meal. And so that means twice a week, potentially maybe if you stretch it 3 times a week, if you really need to, you could be doing cheat meals. And what that does is that allows you to feel whatever you feel you need to do to get out of your system in order to stay on track. So I think that's huge for people, is meaning that, like, yes, you need to exercise, but what if it was body weight? What if it was at home before you went to work and it was 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays? Like, that's not perfect, but that's good. That's going almost every other day of the week with doing exercise. And it's just a place to get started. So please do get started. You don't need to be perfect, and yes, you will get results. Now, the more you do, typically the more results you get. You know, there's that curve where if you go too far, you don't get more results and you burn yourself out. So I don't want you to go there either. All right, hopefully that helps, Brian. Next question, last question of the day is from Natasha. Natasha asks, I seem to go a few weeks being great and then fall off. So again, we get this question maybe every week or 2 weeks or once every 2 weeks. And that's because willpower only lasts for so long. And the kind of like that newlywed stage, that new phase of anything is exciting, right? But it's not that exciting after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or 6 weeks. It loses its appeal. And that is when it's so important to have your big why of why you're doing this in the first place that carries you past just the excitement of doing something new. You need a reason why. Why are you losing the weight? Why are you trying to get well? Why are you working on an anti-aging program? Is it to see your kids grow up? Is it to see your great-grandkids or your grandkids? We skipped a generation there. Are you eating better to lose weight because it is for health reasons, or that you do want to look better so you feel that improves your self-image as well? All of these specific things, you have to have that why to carry you past the initial excitement. Really, really important. And if you don't, I highly recommend you either hire an accountability partner, which would be a nutritionist, which would be a life coach, which would be a personal trainer, someone like that, that's going to keep tabs on you. Now, and if you can't afford that, then you're going to partner with someone who has a lot of these same goals, and the two of you speak every day or every couple days or once a week, or that you join a group that does this. Because you know what? In order to make this stick, you have to get past that first, I'd say 12 weeks, that's 3 months, past that point. And then it's hopefully a part of your lifestyle that you've built into your schedule, that you're willing to do it, you're willing to make it a priority, even when things come up in life. And that's the important part, because again, when something's exciting and something's new, we'll make time for it. But when it's not exciting, when it's not our favorite thing, we'll sometimes let it get pushed to the back burner, right? We'll put other things in front of it. We'll kind of even make up excuses and rationalize why we can't do it. Now, if it's important to you, then you need to find that big why, and you need to put that front and center every day. Whether it's setting an alarm in your phone, setting an alert in your phone to do these specific things, whether it's journaling every night, whether it's looking at those specific goals every morning, all of those things which I will talk about in the future that are very motivating to people, you need to start doing for yourself. But you cannot let just excitement and willpower be the thing that's possibly or ever going to get you through. So in closing, please do always remember that what got you started in the very beginning, if it was the excitement, if it was the newness of the goal that you set, never let that be the only thing that's going to carry you to that next level. It's advice that I try to live by myself. I know that I'm going to be able to use that excitement initially, but I have to have something else, or I have to have someone else that's going to help me push myself past that safety, security, that uncomfortable point that eventually everyone runs into. And then it just becomes a part of our lifestyle, and really something that we really never remember not having in our life. I want that for you. I want you to get there yourself, because really your goals are things that you envision for yourself. It's something that you want for your life, your lifestyle, for who you are, for who you believe you have the potential to be. So please do find your own way, your own unique way of whatever you need to take yourself to that next level. Thank you again for tuning into the Cabral House Call. I'll be back real soon with another episode tomorrow answering your questions. Thank you for just tuning into the Cabral Concepts. We've been getting a lot of questions lately about what next? What can I do next? And so what I'd like to say is if you want to take your wellness, weight loss, or anti-aging goals to that next level, I'd say this. We have 3 options for people to start with, and you can just see if it's the right fit for you. What we do is we have the ability for you to simply click the Start Here button on the StephenCabral.com website, and you can choose 3 options, the best one that fits your needs. The first one is simply getting more details on how we work with clients in our wellness practice. So it could be options on functional medicine lab testing, it could just be on free recipes, we have our exact workout templates, everything that you need to just get started. The second level is completing the Dr. Cabral detox. Anywhere from 7, 14, or 21 days, it's the absolute best way to lose weight and improve your wellness. And we guarantee it. I mean, there's very few people that do guarantee their work. We absolutely guarantee that you will get results with this. And the third way is that you can do complete personalized wellness planning. And that includes choosing one of the functional medicine labs that we have on the website, or multiple if you would like, getting those labs shipped to you, completing the lab right at home, and then we send you in about 3 weeks after that a complete personalized wellness plan that includes everything our wellness clients and weight loss clients get at our Boston practice. So all you have to do is simply go to StephenCabral.com, click on the Start Here button, and you can get started and choose the level that works for you.